we had an entry off of excuse me, off of a resistance and riding it down. It's not a strong momentum move, but after a little bobble, again on the 1 minute chart, we have down sloping 9 and 18 EMA. Got the 9 under the 18. Watching this for bounce for resistance on a bounce. We just came. We made a wedge pattern, a rising wedge pattern. This is the first drop, and this is what we got here. It was also a 1, 2, 3 type of top, and also at the 60 EMA. So we had a touch of the 60 EMA, a pullback, another touch of the 60 EMA, turn into like a 1, 2, 3 top. Kind of use this for guidance on the way down. I got down here. I take extreme. Those have been only a few down here today, and that's given us this little bounce. So now this is a guide for our trend down, and also when the wedges break, we get the break and then a bounce back. That would, in that case, the bounce back could come right into here and back down like we go. But I'm using this right now as a guide on the shorts, and keep a trailing stop here. As long as we stay under this, we still have momentum on the downside. If it's broken, then the momentum, the downside pressure is going to be alleviated a bit. You can see that here on the Dow 5-minute chart, and also on this 5-minute chart. The break, a break here, it's also a break here, and that tells us that this momentum on the downside is over with. Maybe we get a little bit of a better run up, and then it comes off again. For now, I'm in a short position. I took partial profits at 11:07 on the way down, and trailing stop now is 11:07 3/4, just above this line. Also, it would change here. Then we look for if stopped out, and this momentum, the momentum should continue if we're going to keep pressing lower. Shouldn't get back over here. If they do, we'll look for a test of the high, lower high, to set up another shorting opportunity. Okay, so we'll watch this and update here in just a minute here. Okay, well, so far, right up to it, this is describing price. We had 11:11 to 11:12 zone to sell into, and we had nice poke up here, rejection, stall, 60 EMA, 1, 2, 3 type top. Lots of good reasons for a good low risk entry on the short side here. Now this is describing the price action, and if this is going to continue, like I said, we'll stay under here. If it's broken, then we're going to have a change of direction here, a little short-term change of direction. Probably won't last long, but it would pop up here. But this is going to keep me on the right side and not good, and not exit too soon with the remainder of my position. So there's another pullback up to the 18 EMA and another push down. So this is what I use as a guide, and also for trailing stops on a micro basis. And generally there's more momentum to these moves. It's in a fast moving market, but still we have the same kind of push to the downside. That's now resistance that will have to be cleared and held here in order to get out of trouble short term. So we're looking for a bit more downside. Have a target. We reach the target down here. 11:05, 11:04 is good support, and that has to hold, or we'll go back down to the lows or lower. and the stop will be a trailing stop. This is again the 18th period EMA and a momentum move on the downside. Could have even taken an entry in here. You're looking at the 2-minute chart as we broke, kind of slide to the right into the 15 period SMA on a 2-minute chart. NQs is kind of the same situation. Bounce off of a tick extreme on the bottom that it couldn't get going is kind of a negative sign. Went down hard, came back on the tick, but didn't go back up to the top like it has been. So a sign of a weakness on the bounce. Okay, this is a 1-minute chart I use, and this is describing price. We'll keep this as a trend guide for now. See how far this takes us.